Good, how are you? Welcome back.
Good to be back.
Yeah. Mike is also a professor at Jackson College and an entertainment consumer and movie fan.
That's me.
But like you, this fall we've been watching a lot of the same thing.
Yeah, a lot of football, Bart. I haven't found myself at the movies very often, unfortunately, and not watching a lot of TV either, except for sports, because, I'm part of the problem.
I am too, and I think what we're seeing is the Lions' incredible season. No other game is of interest or as interesting.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's it's nice as someone who's been following the Lions for plenty of time. It's great to see them actually doing well for a change, right?
I've taken some enjoyment in the Dallas collapse.
Oh, of course. Who doesn't want to watch the Cowboys fall apart? It's terrific. It warms my heart.
And I was also glad to see the Bills beat the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I've always been a big Buffalo fan as well. Feels like a sister team to the Lions.
Yeah, it does. They're really connected and they share a lot. A lot of misery.
Sure, right. And they're both from working class towns. People who are trying to fight back. For scraps, that kind of thing. Feels good.
Yeah. So the bad thing is, while we're cheering for some teams like Buffalo, there's eventually going to be only one team that we want,
right?
And that's the Lions.
Exactly. Yeah. So fingers crossed that we see the Bills again in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. All right. So I have seen so many of these promos for Gladiator 2.
Mm-hmm.
And Wicked. Is this a new Barbenheimer?
I mean, they're trying to sell it as such.
Glicked.
Right?
Glicked?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. Wickiator 2.
There you go.
Yeah. So this is going to be shocking to the audience, and it's an unpopular opinion. I don't love Gladiator 1. I think it's fine. I think it's all right. Me and Ridley Scott don't always see eye to eye, but I'll go see this new one for sure.
It seems like, it's being hyped like crazy,
mm-hmm.
but I'm interested in it. And I can't even remember Gladiator 1. I know I saw it,
mm-hmm.
but
won Best Picture.
Yeah, still, but the subject matter, and we were talking before the show, it's really violent and gross, and it sounds like the new one is even more gross.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I'm for that, right? Obviously, I show RoboCop to the public here in Jackson, so I'm not so against it. It's IRL violence that I'm more against, right?
That's right.
But then it's the sister film that's coming out with it there is Wicked, right? And I'm not a huge fan of musicals, but I'm gonna go see it anyway, right? I'm a student of popular culture. But there's definitely something weird going on about Wicked that I want to talk about, that I want to point out to you. One, did you know that this is part 1 and Wicked part 2 is coming out next year?
That's bad to begin with.
So first of all, you don't know that because it's not in any of the promotional materials. That's weird, right?
Yeah.
The other thing is, when you watch the trailers for Wicked, can you really tell that it's a musical?
Now that you mention it, no.
Exactly. This is a phenomenon that I have noticed. Last year, 3 movies came out. All right, the Wonka prequel movie with the new kid, Timothy Chalamet, right? The Color Purple and Mean Girls. All 3 of these pictures were musicals, and none of the trailers revealed that there were musicals, which leads us to 2 conclusions. One, if they're hiding that they're musicals, that's telling you that the general public doesn't want to go see musicals. Mm-hmm. But then 2, if they're hiding that they're musicals, why are we making musicals?
Good point.
Right?
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I think there's going to be a lot of people who go to see this thing, this weekend, actually, and they're going to be shocked. 1, to find out that it's a musical, and 2, that it's an incomplete film.
That is distressing because it's all about the money.
Sure. It's always a business.
It's all about the money. I can see that they don't want people to know it's a musical, so the women, they're going to go anyway. And when they are asking the guy, hey, you want to go see Wicked? Okay, yeah. Which is, and then they find out it's musical when they're there.
And then it's too late.
Too late. So the Jackson College film series has been going great. I've seen a few.
Yeah, I've seen you there.
Yeah. Hopefully it keeps going, or is it getting close to the end?
This is it, Bart.
One
this
more.
is it. One more. Last night we watched the Lego Movie, and it was terrific. The community came out, lots of kids, which was great.
Great movie.
Good to see the kids out there. It was we had a great time. And then this coming Monday is it. We're gonna stick a fork in her. And the last movie we're watching is Knives Out.
Stick a knife in it.
Stick a fork in it.
Well, it's
wait,
Knives
see,
Out.
you're
Yeah.
making a gag. See, you're the professional, Bart. This is why you're behind the desk.
All right, stick a fork in it for Knives Out. I liked that movie a lot.
Yeah, I love this picture. It's directed by Ryan Johnson, who's an incredible director, and obviously starring Daniel Craig, putting on his best Foghorn Leghorn impression as the detective, and it's a really terrific whodunit, and we can never have too many fun mysteries, right?
It had actually a lot of star-studded cast, and I think there were some surprise cameos. It seemed like when I first saw it.
Yeah, we've got Anna Darmas, we got Chris Evans, we've got Toni Collette, etc.
Yeah. Now, there is a Knives Out 2.
Yeah, Glass Onion, which was a Netflix exclusive, and they're making a third one right now, and it's also going to be on Netflix. And honestly, I'll watch these as long as Ryan Johnson and Daniel Craig keep on making them.
Really?
Yeah, I'll watch them forever.
So you're not bothered by Knives Out 2 as much as you're bothered by Wicked 2?
I mean, no, because I mean that we're not chopping a single story into multiple pieces, right?
Good point. All right, so I understand you are putting together a holiday movie slate, and what would these movies consist of?
Well, so it's just the movies that are coming out this holiday season, right?
Movie.
Not
These,
specific, holiday films.
We've talked about two of them.
Exactly, right? But the one that I'm looking forward to the most, and this will not surprise you, right, is a new adaptation of Nosferatu.
Oh my gosh.
This is the vampire picture, right? And this is coming out on Christmas Day.
Perfect.
So it's perfect. Tis the season, right? And this thing has an interesting history, because the original Nosferatu came out in, would you like to guess what date, Bart?
1964.
1922.
Oh, no.
It's a silent picture,
Wow.
and the director, F.W. Murnau, wanted to make an adaptation of Dracula, couldn't get the rights, decided to make it anyway. It's a brilliant picture, a great example of German Expressionism. It's still scary to this day, even though it's a silent film. The estate of Bram Stoker actually sued them, won. They were supposed to destroy every copy of the movie. They didn't, so you can still see it. And then, interestingly enough, Werner Herzog remade Nosferatu already once.
Werner Herzog?
Yeah,
Really?
in the 1970s. All right, with his longtime collaborator Klaus Kinski. And now we've got this new adaptation coming out in 2025, so 103 years after the original, which is wild to think about. And it's directed by one of my favorite current directors, Robert Eggers, who directed The Witch, Lighthouse, and the other one. I forget the third one right now.
I can't help you with that.
It's all right. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's but these are incredible pictures. This guy knows how to make a movie, and they're always scary. They're always weird. They're always so weird, and I'm really, really looking forward to this thing.
So you've been, so there are some movies to look forward to. What recent movies have you had a chance to see?
Most recently, I saw in the theater. You will also not be surprised. I saw Godzilla -1 again. It was
Again,
back in
yeah.
theaters for the 70th anniversary of Godzilla.
Am I
and
going to
so
be
I
able to
had
see
go
that
see it again.
streaming?
Yeah, it's streaming on some service. I
Okay.
forget which one. It's there somewhere. I think it was on Netflix. Yeah,
Oh.
I think it was on Netflix. But yeah, you can just go see that. Saw that again. I saw the new animated Transformers movie, Transformers 1, which was definitely aimed at kids, obviously. But it's the best Transformers movie that's ever been released. Surprisingly enough,
Really?
it's the Transformers movie that I wanted to see when I was a small kid, and it finally came true.
All right, well, there you go. Just some things to look forward to, some things to catch up on. And we appreciate your insight. Thanks for coming in.
Always happy to be here, Bart.
Our entertainment correspondent, Mike Marra.